following program, The Nightcap, is set for a mature audience. It may contain coarse language, adult references, sexual content, and jokes that may cause offence. It may also contain hungry hippos, anti-disestablishment terrorism, the secret on how to get to Sesame Street, the second gunman from the grassy knoll, crazy warehouse prices that can't be repeated, that guy from all the movies that you know, where you look at the movie and go, oh, I know that guy. It's recommended that when watching this program, you take a lighter look at life, sit back, laugh, and enjoy The Nightcap. Gentlemen, of course, welcome back to the Nightcap, coming live around the world. Big hello to each and every one of you around this wonderful planet of ours, and our intergalactic listeners and followers and everybody that's part of it all. We are back on YouTube. That's right. Facebook had enough of us and gave us the turf all the way back to which we came. So here we are, back here where we started this strange journey that is the Nightcap Live. We've even changed our colour scheme to fit the whole YouTube scenario thing. How good is that? Like a professional. Why not? Yeah, everyone's so shocked.
Did we get cancelled?
No, we didn't get cancelled, but Facebook...
Did we get cancelled? Oh, good.
Yeah, let's just say yes, we did get cancelled. That way people will boycott the meta universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, everything was going well. Disney had our back 100%. They were with us all the way. Facebook took problem with one of the jokes I made about, and I know this sounds really strange, I said how I like to water the garden with a hose and a beer in my hand. They took that as I like to water the garden with beer and drinking a hose. I don't know how that confusion happened. But yeah, anti-hose people, they are, turns out.
Yeah,
not fan of the whole.
It's not the first time I've heard of it this week, in fact.
Yeah.
No,
I'll tell you, Facebook is all about.
Which is totally different to pantyhose people.
Yeah.
I'm one of those.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of them too, actually.
Yeah, I'm pantyhose people.
Yeah, I remember when I had relations with this lady, and every time I was doing my business, her legs kept slapping me in the head like that. I'm like, what are you doing? She goes, well, you're going through the pantyhose. I went, oh, right, okay, now I see what's happening. So,
yeah.
Old joke, but a good one.
Well, it's an old joke,
Yeah.
We got a huge night tonight. We've got a couple of things to talk about. We're back on our wonderful platform, YouTube. Not that Facebook didn't like us, but we have a little bit more freedom here on YouTube. Unlike, say for instance, we play a song and that song gets flagged. If you leave the show on Facebook and that song has been flagged, you can't get back on the stream until that resolve is through. Yeah. Where on YouTube, if that happens, it just stops the stream until that copyright is removed, and then the stream continues. So there's no stopping and starting and all that sort of stuff. So the last show that we did was Putin something or other. We had to break that into two parts, and it turned out it was because one of the songs flagged and all that sort of drill. So that was the problem there. So I thought we'll just eliminate it. We'll come straight back to where we came from here on YouTube. Let's get right into it. Let's have a good show, because on the far side of the studio, he's of course the Lord of Rock and Roll and the King of all that is metal. It is Park Nick.
Good evening, Captain. Good evening, Nation. Hope everyone's going really well.
So far, so good. How are you, good sir?
You're useless.
Oh, good.
Motorhead.
No, you're an Oterhead. Oh, there we go.
Now he's a motorhead.
Yeah. Now you're all full of motors and heads.
Yeah. I'm looking elegant because my hair's really dirty, and so I just brushed it all back.
I was going to do that in the intro when I say right there in the center part of the studio, looking fine as fine in her black turtleneck. Yes, of course, from the Udall and the Crochet Division, it is the fiery redhead herself, Secret Agent Ness.
me. Yeah, no, I'm just actually looking like I can't be fucked doing anything. So, yeah.
That's fair.
In my tracky dacks and my slippers.
Beautiful. I'm in tracky decks today too, actually. I'm rocking the old Jimmy Dean shirt.
Yeah. It's a hat trick.
It is.
Yeah.
This is the best thing about doing the show from here up is we can primarily get away with a fair bit. Where when we do the live shows, whether we're at Jimmy Rum or one of the other little establishments that we're putting together, we're going to have to dress for it. This is the part that's going to worry me because I'm all right.
Do I?
No. Oh yeah,
really.
Bring out the Miss Madison, mate. Bring out the Miss Madison. Smash her back out for a one. I'll even call the first show Pandemonium on the Peninsula if you get all done up.
Yeah.
No, I'll tell you what. I went to a pre-opening of a local establishment during the week, and I didn't find out until the day. I was at work, and it was a freebie, you know. Oh, yeah. And somebody said, "Oh, you know, all the staff here are getting glammed up. What are you going to wear?" I looked down. I said, "Well."
Exactly. I agree with that because I'm going to throw it out to the nation as well that if they would like to come along to one of these live events that we're going to do, they're going to have to dress up as well. This is not some free buffet that they can just rock up to with a bib around their neck. I mean, we're fine people. We're fine. We've got a quality that we've got to maintain because we've got a reputation. We don't want people out there nightcapping incorrectly. You know, it's just you just got to do it. You know, you got to put on your Sunday best. Or if you're dressed in your Miss Madison dress. No one would expect any less parking. All right. Well, let's get down into it. Let's start let's get into it. What canoeing? Yeah. Also, production meeting here a little bit. In a moment, would you mind turning the sensitivity of your mic down just a knock? Otherwise, it goes because I've got a noise gate set, and sometimes it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Must be the noise gate. There we go. No? Yeah, I can hear you.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I can hear you, so yeah.
They should be able to hear us now.
No,
let them impress me.
Yeah. Finishing off that story, and that's how you're going to win the money tonight on the show. So,
yeah.
Can't believe there's so much to give away. Yeah, you got to keep an eye out for what we literally just spoke about on how to win the $100 bill, fresh, crisp, sent to your home. So make sure you're paying attention to what we just literally spoke about on how to get that money.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
you heard it here.
You heard it here. How to get that $100. You heard it.
Just remember that secret phrase.
That's exactly right. Hear that secret phrase, then you know the address. We gave you the address to send a stamped self-addressed envelope to, and you will get that $100 bill. All of you, actually, it doesn't matter. All of you can send it through. I don't care. We'll give away as much as we can tonight because you've been given you've been given it. So send the answer in the post box that we gave you, and you'll have the chance. That's how it's going to be. So let's do it. Let's get right into it. Let's do our terms and conditions of play because we've got some new players, we've got some old players, we've got some drop-ins and drop-outs and all that sort of stuff. So let's just thump it out because we don't want people nightcapping incorrectly. I personally nightcapped incorrectly last Saturday and ended up in a ketamine haze. So it just shows you what will happen, right? If you nightcap incorrectly.
Yeah.
So, parking Nick, secret agent Ness, deep breath in.
Cat.
Meow. Cat.
That's not the phrase either.
Cat.
No.
Oh, it's a squeaky cat.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
T's and C's.
If you, that's right, you would like to be part of the fun and or excitement that is the Nightcap Nation, it is very easy to do. All you need to do is jump on your Facebook computer type device and type in these 4 magical words.
The Nightcap Nation.
Hit join now, and after 87 grueling weeks of working out where our postcode box is, you too can graduate into the $100 club and be part of the Nightcap Nation. You can even join the live chat that happens throughout the course of the show, and you should.
Well, you bloody could, and you should. You could be in great company, or you could be with the folks around tonight.
Yeah.
We've got the proud return of Hotel.
Hotel!
Shawnee.
Old Shawnee.
I think he's been quarantined previously. Yeah.
Oh, Shawnee, what a winner. Hey, love you.
Welcome
back.
Yeah. And we got Esquire, and we got Dre Ray.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen Dre Ray in there, but I wouldn't mind betting she's there. Or Guinness.
Yeah, I reckon she'll be floating around.
They're probably there, but I haven't seen. I can't scroll back that far.
Why not?
Well, I can, but I'm just going to be bothered.
Oh, well,
Make my eyes roll.
Yeah.
that makes a lot more
So
sense.
if you're there, Dre Ray and Guinness, hi.
And hi, Craig and Esquire.
And there was a sports bet update in there
And
too,
hotel.
I noticed.
Yeah, I said that.
Hotels here.
Cray Ray put the sports bet update in.
We
Thank
do.
goodness.
And I'm concerned that Gaddafi's playing. I thought he was dead.
No. He just retired from being in Libya.
Yeah, different one.
Oh.
Yeah. Not Muammar. No, different one. Because he's a plastic candyman.
Hang on, Ukraine what?
Oh, there you go. Dre Ray's making spanakopita.
Oh, again, she's made that before. I like spanakopita.
I don't even know what those words are.
How do you eat spanners?
No.
I
Spanakopita.
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, so it's a helicopter made out of spanners.
You wouldn't eat it because it's got spinach in it.
Oh, fuck that shit.
I don't even know what that is.
I have food.
Before we get into tonight's first segment, Secret Agent S, as a former Waggatarian that you are, there's certain things, like for instance, Esquire learnt today that there's certain things that happen in Wagga of Wagga that normally don't happen anywhere else on the planet. And some of the things we make up and some of the things are just dead set real. For instance, the 5 o'clock wave. Now, that's fairly notorious.
Yeah.
Most people know what the 5 o'clock wave is if you live in the town. For those that don't live in the town, the best way to describe what it is.
For us in the know, it's so funny.
The thing about the 5 o'clock wave is if there's the Murrumbidgee River runs down Wagga Way, and
Trickles.
yeah, and the idea is that at 5 o'clock every day, Blaring Dam releases the water, and if you're at the right Wagga Beach at the right time at 5 o'clock, the 5 o'clock wave from the released water of the dam comes through, and you can surf it. Right, that's the thing. Now that's stuff that we tell tourists and little kids to get them excited. There's no real fact to it. However, today, you might know this secret. I'm not sure if you were in the game at this time, but I know I knew about this. Was if you were sitting...
I wasn't on the game.
You weren't on the game. You might have been. I don't know. I could be wrong. But as what I learnt today, that if you were to see fireworks in Wagga, do you remember what the fireworks thing was?
No, but I do remember seeing fireworks in Wagga, but I might not have been, in on it.
Yeah, well, so this
I
is...
didn't see it when I was young.
I knew it because of working at the prison system. And the idea behind the fireworks was if there was a drug up, especially like at the Shanty or Black Swan or, the further out pubs, if there was a...
Oh,
do you remember now?
you're talking illegal fireworks.
Yeah, the illegal fireworks. So if there was a drug...
No, I don't know.
If there was a drug... Pomegranate was another good spot for it, where the dealer would drop the drugs, but he wouldn't tell the picker-upper the actual location. You say, go to Pomegranate and wait for the signal, and then you follow the signal. So the signal was firing off the fireworks. So they would set a long wick, probably a good 5-minute wick, so the dealer could get out and the firework would go off, and the buyer knew where to find the drugs, which is a huge thing in regional New South Wales. I thought you might have known, but you might have been back at Quinny by the time this became a thing.
But I'm smiling a big smile because I have been potentially involved in, not necessarily myself.
Yeah, now it's all starting to make sense.
Doing certain illegal fireworks in Wagga.
I used to let him go all the time. Could explain all the druggies that kept making them house.
Can I just say that how come the cops didn't know about this?
Oh, we.
And why didn't the bloody rural fire service get involved and start having to put out fucking fires every weekend for all you dopeheads?
Hey, I wasn't saying I was part of the drug intel team that knew about it, but it was one of those things that unless you knew the time,
fireworks go off and the cops go, "Oh, look, pretty fireworks, aren't they?"
Yeah, but the cops were too busy.
Oh, okay, so what's the neighbours?
The cops were
neighbours.
The cops were too busy handing out noise complaint tickets to everybody in the main street that had a car stereo that was louder than 10 decibels. No shit, that's what they would do. Every Saturday night, there was more police cars lapping the main street than what they were hotted up to, rice burners. They're just pull you over. What have you got in your car, mate? We can hear your stereo. Yeah, I got a stereo, and 2 speakers. That's what I have. Came with the car, strangely enough.
Which one works?
I know this is going to sound weird, but it came with the vehicle. All right. What we should do, let's do our first segment. I'm going to enjoy tonight because it's a bit of a show and tell at the same time. It's going to be great. I haven't done this before. You guys have no idea what I got planned, but we're going to try at the same time for our very first segment. We haven't done this for a while. The Nightcap loves it. I love it. You love it. As far as I know, the bloke next door loves it. I know the firework people love it. Here we go. Let's have a debate. Not a debate. Let's have a discussion. Why not?
Hey.
Yeah.
We haven't done that for a bit. Discussions. Yay! I like that graphic. It needs to be cleaned up. That graphic. It's too shaky.
Yeah, we don't watch them.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Only the cool people watch them.
No, we don't watch them because we know it pisses you off.
Also, a big thank you again to our good mates down at Jimmy Rum. We will be broadcasting from there very, very soon. We're just finalising some details. I know this is almost sinful, but I want to do it because they're not a sponsor and they're not a brand that we've reached out to. But I'm just a huge fan of this idea. Bundaberg Rum have sent through a new flavoured rum. So instead of a dark and stormy or just a standard rum and coke, this is actually red rum and creamy soda limited edition.
Red rum.
All right.
Red rum.
Now, if you're a Queenslander, I have no idea what you're on about.
Stephen King's The Shining, red rum. Murder backwards.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And it was also a racehorse in England, but never mind.
If you're a Queenslander, this is actually a limited edition run that they're doing for the NRL. So there you go. For our Queenslanders out there, get yourselves on it. Big hello to Tina, by the way. We call her H2O. I've been talking to her throughout the week. She had a migraine today, so let's make sure we're extra loud for her tonight, so she can get over all that.
Yeah.
And if you are out there and you want your name mentioned on the show, and you are listening, like our good mate the estate, he was watching last week. So let us know if you're out there.
Yeah, Dry Rose appeared.
Oh, geez, that's really nice.
Yeah, and then spenacopiterising.
Yeah, yeah.
Spinacopitation.
All right, discussions. This is how.
Spanacopulation. Later, play your cards right.
What we're going to do tonight with our discussions for those that are new to the program, this is how it works. Because we're adults, we can have difference of opinions and we can discuss the top subjects of the day. So tonight we've got a couple of subjects, and as the adults that we are, we're going to have a look at it. We'll have a bit of a talk about it. We may or may not see eye to eye, but you know what? That's what's called being an adult. So you can join in at home. You can be part of the fun and or excitement. Unless you're watching us on replay, then it becomes a bit difficult. But you can still, ask the questions if you were watching the show. We'll answer them. Probably not straight away, but we got things on. All right, tonight's subject. Our first subject tonight, as you can see, that appears right there, social media. All right, we've got there's our graphic, just there. All right, social media. It's almost all the way over your head there. Sorry, I'll move it up a bit. We'll move it to about there. There we go. So social media, is it good or bad for the world?
Yeah, it's a sign of the times.
I agree.
I think it's both.
Mm-hmm.
I think you and I are going to have the same opinion here, Parking, with the fact that for, say, people like us, we kind of rely on social media. That's how we put the word out about the Nightcap Nation. That's where we do our advertisements. And that's how we, try and conduct and interact with everybody and be part of people's lives, and they're part of ours. But at the same time, it is terrible when it comes to an actual event that's happening currently right there and then. There's so much misinformation that can be spread so quickly around the world through social media that it's hard to tell what is true and what's not.
That gets done by the paid media as well. Yeah.
No, well, my family's quite widely spread out, and it's a great, easy way to keep in touch. Just have a Facebook chat group, and we can talk to each other, no problems, and keeping up with friends that you haven't seen for ages, finding out just their daily things, or whenever they post. It's great, but I don't subscribe. I generally don't follow anything newsworthy on social media for exactly the reason you mentioned, Captain. Everyone's an armchair expert, and everyone is just full of full of their own opinion. And these days, you can't discuss anything. You either have to be firmly in Camp A or Camp B, and it's useless trying to debate anything with anyone simply because everyone's 100% right all the time. So I generally don't follow newsworthy things on social media. I follow those on news outlets, which at least are semi-responsible, and I certainly don't follow mainstream media. So it's good, but it's bad.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I'm with you 100%. As I said, there's a lot of misinformation that gets spread out there. But thanks to social media, like Secret Agent Ness and I made contact. It had been however many years, despite the fact that we still had each other's phone numbers. We had never spoken, and we're like, "Oh, Facebook, then we can talk to each other." I'm like, "I'm pretty sure I still have your phone number," and we did. But again, that was a social media thing. I managed to, now I get the important information about what the high school bully I went to school with is currently making for dinner, and I can't live without that information. I just can't.
Oh, okay.
And I want to make sure he's not as happy as I am.
We're a social media pair.
You are, yes. Yeah, without social media, you wouldn't even know each other.
No. Yeah. And, without you, we wouldn't know each other, and social media after that.
Exactly right. As Cray Ray said... Yeah, I was going to say, as Cray Ray said, he goes, here I am on a Friday night talking to Pixels when he could be down at the pub drinking alcohol. The social media tells me we'll kill the COVIDs. Okay.
Yeah. The alcohol will kill the COVIDs.
Oh, yeah, that's how I got over it. So the kids got over it.
Yeah. Okay. But there are, I'm only social media. I'm only on Facebook and Instagram. I have no time for anything else.
Yeah, I can't do the rest of them. I've got a TikTok account there for the show. I got a Snapchat, there that I was going to use for something, but I never did. YouTube, you know, it's good to, you know, obviously we're on YouTube, so that works. People can find us through there. But yeah, the rest of them, like I'm just looking at the picture here, and I don't even know what half these ones are. I
could probably tell you what some of them are.
Yeah, I
I
can't.
don't know how they work. So I don't consider YouTube as social media because unless you're doing actually a live chat, I hardly ever watch anything live on it, and I certainly don't interact if I do watch. I think YouTube for me is just on-demand TV.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. All right,
but I think so many people just get caught up in it, and you know, it becomes a shit vortex for their life, and an echo chamber for them as well. So as soon as they put out
Funko 530 on subscribe to that channel.
Anything, as soon as they put out anything, they've got a whole bunch of their friends coming back at them, just agreeing with them, and you know, oh yeah, this is mad, this
echo
is mental,
chambers,
that's right, and I think it just compounds people's personal issues that they have. And personality defects.
Yeah.
And, which is not a great thing.
No.
Great thing. And I think that the time suckage can be just way too much.
Yeah. You can lose yourself in it.
It does help. It does help with Darwinism, and you know, people walking across tram tracks and train lines on their phone, staring into their Instagram account when the 1218 Express comes through.
And kids who want to hyperventilate because, you know, it's a TikTok trend this week. So they want to, you know, faint in their bedrooms and crack their skull open on the side of their bed. That happened. Oh my goodness, my son did that. And he was next to the bedroom window. He could have fallen out the first floor window and died.
Oh, good.
I think I think that's just God's way of saying.
And I read that story on social media. Time suckage. Time suckage. But no, it is a great way for people to be able to connect.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. The connection side of it's great. I don't think you should trust everything that you see on social media at all. Always do your fact checking. Yeah, fad typod's another big one.
Exactly. I don't know if you're talking about the same video that we've seen, but
neck level.
No, it wasn't neck level. It was further down.
Yeah.
I'm just trying.
Extremist tide potty.
Yeah.
I refused to even learn what they were doing, so I just went, I'm going to miss that one. I'll miss the bus on that one and find out another day.
What they were doing, I came across one on one of the gore sites.
Yeah, well, that's probably the best place to find it.
Quite possibly one of the worst things I've ever seen.
I'm not even going to.
Actually, it is.
I'm not even going to look into it. So
it is.
I'm just having a look. I'm not sure if we're still shaky and stuff, so I'm just trying to work out whether we're glitching.
And Cray Ray reckons you should have shaved as well.
Yeah, I should have, but I was thinking about going it in for the week. So
he might have had the details.
I could have, could have. Well, it might be me because I'm sort of half kneeing the
But is my mic still
our ironing board?
Is my voice still coming in scratchy to you guys?
You have been a little bit tinny a few times.
Yeah, because that's what I'm getting with you as well.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna try something while we're sitting here. All right. While we're about to bring out the next segment, we'll probably freeze for half a sec because I'm bringing up one of the settings, so it might freeze us for a second. But just
okay.
Let me
Settings.
restore that.
Settings.
And
Just talk amongst ourselves.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember if there's anything else that I've got to tell you.
Oh, okay.
My exciting week.
You've had a hell of a week, haven't you?
I've had a week. It's been full moon this week.
Yeah.
Been a full moon?
Yeah.
Am I still? Am I coming in scratchy now, or is that a bit better?
It was only sporadic.
Yeah. So yours seems to be
He's wondering if that's an effect now.
Captain memes. You're good. You're good.
All right. Our next thing to have a bit of a chat about. This is an interesting one because it's sort of hard to. If it was to happen, it would be hard to figure out. But I think we should try. Now, what you're seeing, it's gone. What you were seeing just then, above my head, is one of the universities, and this is for US Marshall because I want to rub it into his face. That's actually West Michigan University that you're seeing right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's their little clock tower. US Marshall, I know that you're watching us on replay, and again, we're all with you guys and your family, but I have to tell you, mate, West Michigan University shits all over Michigan State. I do apologise, but the Spartans can't play football to save themselves. Go Broncos. The idea behind this thing is, should universities be the same as a public school and be at least funded or partly funded to send people for degrees?
Well, publicly.
Yeah. So you could go to Melbourne Uni or whatever.
They are publicly funded through HEX.
Yeah.
Yes, but the student still has to pay that off. Where I'm talking about,
That's right.
At a public, like a public high school, public primary school, it's contributions. You can pay this amount of money, but it doesn't matter if you don't. You're still going to get your education. Should universities?
How many people actually pay off their HEX debt?
Exactly. Well, who gets into their $1 million a year job only not to be able to survive for the first 5 years because they are paying back that HEX fees? It happens to doctors all the time. Doctors then have to work overtime to help build the money up to pay off their HEX so they can live, which puts patients in jeopardy because of doctors working 48-hour bloody shifts. So there's all this stuff that gets placed into my mind here. Would we have more lawyers, more doctors, more architects if this type of education was available to Joe Blow off the street?
No. No, we wouldn't.
No.
We simply wouldn't.
No.
And I don't believe that they're getting themselves, like they're working themselves to the bone, because you have to be earning above a certain income level
before
you have to start paying
in
back
your
your
chosen
HEX
field. Before you start
in the
paying
field
back,
in which you studied.
Yeah.
So it has to be something as a job that you've received directly as a result of the university degree that you've achieved. And if you drop out of university, yes, you still have to pay the HEX debt, but you still have to be earning a certain amount of money in the first place. And that certain amount of money that you have to be earning is at least $15,000 a year more than I earn as a retail manager, no tertiary education. And I earn enough that I can support a household of two. I can own a home, I can have a mortgage, and it's modest. And I'm not I don't throw my money around. I don't have that much money to throw around. But on one income, we can live.
Yep.
And we can live comfortably.
Yep.
So to say that, and I've got no facility to get overtime or anything like that. I can't do a 48-hour shift. I could get a second job and then be paying 48% tax on that second job and work my fucking ass off for shit all, essentially, to get a little bit of cream on top.
Mm-hmm.
So to say that a doctor needs to be working a 48-hour shift in order to pay back their HEX debt, that's fucking bullshit. They can live moderately.
Yeah.
They can live comfortably.
That's the key line there.
They can still pay back their HEX debt once they're earning, $9,500,000 a year. And it's also a tax deduction as well. So don't give me that shit.
I'm with you 100%. High five. And
discussion.
I think you've said exactly what a lot of people have been thinking for years, and spot on. Doctors do need, especially first year, second years, things like that, do need to live moderately. Yes, you're a doctor, but don't go out and buy your Ferrari. You can't afford it yet.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right.
Just because you're now a doctor doesn't mean you have to buy a house in Brighton.
Exactly.
Yeah,
spot on.
You need a McMansion, and your kids don't need to be in private school.
Yeah.
All that sort of thing.
I knew,
and it's not moderate living. So that's what HEX is for in the first place, is people who cannot afford to pay up front for university,
Yeah.
you know, you're not that rich.
No.
So fucking get over it.
The,
Live like a moderate person.
Yeah.
the highest amount
How
of...
will anyone know they're not a doctor if they haven't got a Porsche?
Yeah, exactly.
And
And
a giant fucking watch.
when I
They've
work,
got to impress me. That's what it's all about.
when I worked in the health system, being security, I would see the new residents, and you could pick the new residents because they came in with the fancy car or the custom number plates or, you know, the new Rolex and shit like that. And my first thought was, I know consultants that still drive around in fucking Datsuns or ride their push bike to work because they have a family that they're going to support and they're being smart with their money. And these are senior consultants that have been in the industry for 30 odd years that have already paid their shit off, but they still live monetary. So they've got money for education for the kids if they do decide to go to university, or they've got a nest egg saved in case of emergency and he can no longer work, which is, you know, something that can happen in especially in that field. And it's the same as lawyers as well. I know that there's a young lady out there that is part of the Nightcap Nation and in the Nightcap Nation chat who does work in law, and I can guarantee she'll have the same experience, stating that you can't live with the money that you're going to earn, you need to live with the money that you have. Right?
Yes, yeah, that's
Exactly.
right. And if you've got debt, that's a part of that.
Yeah, exactly. That is all part of it.
Yeah.
So there you go. All right. Hang on, we got one from Esquire before we change conversation. He goes, to play devil's advocate, his sister is a doctor and gets paid sweet fuck all for the first couple of years. That was just her.
And
She
you don't
struggled to
have
pay her
back
rent.
your HECS debt
Yeah.
during that time.
Yeah, you're right.
So, yeah, that's exactly what it's about. And I know plenty of people who have been to university and who have dodged their HECS debts for years and years and years, not by not earning a high enough income, but by not working in the field in which they got their degree.
I see that time and time again. Time and time again.
And deliberately dodging it,
Yeah.
which, fuck that. Fuck that. That's scabbing off me and my taxes.
On our streets, to our kids.
So, no, university shouldn't be free.
No.
They should pay up front. They should get a job and earn their way into university if they can't afford it.
Yeah, Macca's for the brekkie shift, then all the surgery in the other.
This is why I just stayed working in the sex industry. I could just, until my body decided not to be good looking anymore, I was doing all right. Didn't even need to know how to read.
Yeah.
All right, next subject. I tell you what, that was a good one. There's a lot of to and fro on that one. A lot of people have different opinions and all that sort of stuff. Excellent. This is what these discussions are all about. I like this one. This is probably the best sign I reckon I've ever seen in my life. I'm so angry, I made a sign. Now, the idea behind this one, because the question is, and I know we sort of covered this once briefly, but the question is free speech always a good thing? Like, it's a good thing,
Listening.
but is it a good thing all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't say no.
Yeah, I agree. I
wouldn't say no.
I reckon free speech is awesome. There's a difference, and this really needs to be pointed out. There's a difference between freedom of speech and just hate speech. There's a small distinction.
Speech is still freedom of speech.
Exactly, you can still do it.
And just because someone doesn't want to hear something doesn't make it hate speech.
That's another good one.
It's still an opinion.
Yeah.
I was going to say, by the same token, you know, you can make murder illegal, you're still going to have murderers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that sounds like I'm kind of condoning, murderers have got their rights to murder people if they want to. I'm not saying that.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what you said.
It's like with the Brittany
But
Higgins
you can't
thing and
legislate against it.
all the radical feminists standing out going, oh, stop men raping women. Well, how the fuck are you going to do that realistically? Because it's always going to happen.
Well, define a woman.
No.
not in today's society. This is a great one.
Free speech is free speech, and it's like censorship on the internet.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't want to hear hate speech, don't go to a Klan rally.
Exactly.
It's like if you don't want to watch horsey porn, don't get on the captain's OnlyFans. You don't have to.
Yeah, but people don't expect to be walking down the street and be, harassed for whatever reason by a stranger.
But we've
hate speech.
We've brought this up
That's
before.
not a nice thing to do.
But you
That's
can
bad
keep walking.
karma.
You can tell them to get fucked, and you can keep walking.
Yeah.
The best thing I think we've ever brought up on the show.
Is 100% right. The white brigade's trying to muzzle everyone that doesn't agree. Like I said, you got Lisa Wilkinson on the project or whatever the hell that thing is called. Going, you've got to stop teaching men to rape. Well, I missed that day at school. I haven't raped anyone.
She said you've got to stop teaching. You've got to teach our boys to stop raping women.
Oh.
Yeah, of course. Because
go on, Lisa, we'll cut all their cocks off when they're born.
But I like how she said all boys. There is a huge number of sexual assault and sexual rape against men by women, including rape, including perjury of semen and things like this. That is an actual thing that happens in this fucking country by women of this country. Don't blame it on someone else. Don't have fucking, because she is of this religious descent or she's from this country or he is or she. Fuck right off, because it happens both ways. Both fucking ways. And I'm really passionate about that.
The freedom of speech thing also goes, for example, comedy. I follow a few comedians on YouTube, and honestly, the number of them, who are getting death threats because of a joke they told.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, just because you don't want to hear something, don't go. Don't go.
Yeah.
I've seen things on the project.
Society seems to be putting itself out and going out of their own way to be offended. That's boring.
Yeah, that is it. The age of being offended should be well and truly gone. Plain and simple.
Yeah, but it's a career path now.
Yeah, but there's no reason to be offended. This show isn't set for everybody, right? We aim and target for we aim for a proven age category, preferably of the age of 18 through to whatever. Now, if a younger person comes across this stream, I'm not the parent that needs to be fucking monitoring what their kids are watching. So what we say on this show will offend someone somewhere along the track. That's the idea of this show. It will offend you, but in 2 seconds later, it's going to offend someone else, and you can laugh at that. Right? That's okay. You're allowed to do that. That's how this whole thing works.
Offended.
Exactly.
Yay.
That was the whole idea. You go back and listen to the very first nightcap that we ever did. Exactly. Go back to the very first nightcap that happened on 3WBC. The first 4 or 5 sentences of the show was, I will offend you, but don't worry, I'll offend someone else straight away, and you can laugh at that. That was the whole gimmick behind this show, and that's what makes us a niche community, because we all know not to worry too much. It's gonna work out. You're gonna be okay. All right.
Swings and roundabouts.
Exactly. I make sexist jokes. I make homophobic jokes, despite the fact that I'm a married man and I have a gay child. Right. Plain and simple. That's just how it works. Right. That's the sort of person I am. I will make fun of things because it is how life should be. Should be enjoying life. Enjoy it. Laugh. Have some fun. I know my hair offends a lot of people, especially sharks. They're not a big fan of that.
Yeah. And I've got a close-up of a spanakopita.
Yeah. I didn't know what that was.
That looks nice. I don't know what it is, but I want to eat it. Is that all right?
You won't like it. I'm sharing with you.
Yeah. What's another one? I like this one. Let's jump ahead. Where's that one? That one. Yeah. Let's do this one. I like this one.
And Esquire also Apu.
Yeah.
The Simpsons. Because everyone managed to get offended. And the thing that offends me most is the vicarious offence, that where people are not affected take offence on behalf of people who may be affected but generally don't care.
You're spot on, Parkin. Spot on. Now, this is
up by social media about it.
Yeah.
This is an interesting picture. I'm not sure if you guys can see, but it's a rocket headed directly.
It's a cover of Paranoid, man.
Is it? Oh, even better. But it's a rocket headed towards the sun. Yeah.
Oh no, it's not.
Oh, cool. Why?
Why? This is.
Is it Irish? Have they gone at night?
Yeah. This is This is one that I was sitting there the other day, I was scratching my chin over going, yeah, this sounds like a good idea. I'm sure there's a reason why it's not happening, but I think it's a great idea. Now, let's look at and everyone knows I'm passionate about this. I even made a little video about how passionate I am about garbage and waste and trash, right? The world's full of it. Not totally full, but, we're getting there. In fact, there's plenty of... hear me out. Hear me out. Right?
No, I think we have to.
I can see where this is going. I kind of think I might like the idea.
Yeah. Right, because at the moment, especially in suburbs and stuff, a garbage area or tip or whatever you want to call it, waste station, gets condensed, soil put over the top, and they build houses on it. 10 years later, they have a methane gas explosion. Everyone goes, whoa, how the fuck did that work? Ask the people at Cranbourne. They'll tell you all about it.
A tip fire, like there's a Wagga.
Yeah, tip fire, all that sort of stuff. Right, so yes, there's room on the planet to bury our trash. That's fine, or rubbish. You can do that. Go for it.
And recycling's a myth.
We've proved that time and time again. Watch that video. It's very entertaining.
People, it's bullshit.
Yeah, and I don't want my trash winning awards at all, right? It's fucking garbage. Leave it alone. It's not a fucking Miss Beauty contest, right? Leave my bin alone. If I see you stick your head in the bin, I don't care what council you work for, you're a fucking scab or a pilfer, which is even worse. Pilfers are worse than scabs. I'm going to point that out. If you're a pilfer, fuck you. Anyway, so my idea is once every 5 years, we accumulate our trash into a big fucking ball, we whack it in a space shuttle, and we launch that fucker into space. I don't care if you aim for a planet, the sun, fucking Mars, Mercury, pick a planet and fucking send it. You know, I was going to not swear tonight.
I reckon, yeah.
I wasn't going to swear tonight, but that got me riled up.
Oops. And you know how this week or last week we just got that new a batch of nuclear
material.
Waste
Yeah.
from the UK. It was a deal. Yeah, it was a deal. We agreed to it.
We all like space.
It's just sitting around at Lucas Heights at the moment. Why don't we just send that to the sun?
Yep.
The sun likes nuclear energy.
Exactly. Send it to it. We got the technology to do it. Just do it.
Sorry, Nick, you're rolling your eyes. Why?
It's rather expensive to chuck things up into space.
So what?
Yeah, but Elon Musk is privatising it.
So you're happy for...
I pay the council for them to take my garbage away. They can take it to the fucking sun.
One truckload of recycling.
They've got to impress me.
You're happy for the rates to go up $400 million.
They've got to impress me.
Elon Musk is privatising space travel. If he can send celebrities, he can send rubbish. All right, next time he goes up, just take a handful. Toss out the window. You're already there.
It's like when you go to the beach and you pick up 5 pieces of garbage while you're there.
Chuck it straight out the window. Straight into the airlock system.
You can go to the sun and pick up 5 celebrities to take on the way as well.
Hey, send the Kardashian. You watch him melt. It'll be awesome. Well, there it is. What do you reckon? Time for one more, or should we?
Yeah, why not?
All right, last one. Let's do daylight savings. Should it be fucked off for good, or should we keep it?
Well, Russia converted their whole country to permanent daylight saving. I think there's a call in America to do the same.
There is.
It's that bullshit time of the year where all the states on eastern Australia are all fucked up because of daylight saving.
Mm-hmm.
It does murder for business in WA because they're now 4 hours behind instead of 3 or some fucking thing. I don't know.
Well, Kiribati, they were on the other side of the international date line.
Yeah.
And which is a tiny little island group in the Pacific. But because they do all their business with Asia, Australia, and New Zealand, particularly Australia and New Zealand, they actually swapped what day they were on. They dropped a day out of the calendar.
Okay.
So they would actually be on this side of the date line.
Okay.
And would fall in line with New Zealand time.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, there's a lot of business coming in and out of Kiribati.
Yeah, I'm not aware of that much.
I went here because if if daylight savings is still, a thing, I want you to think about the poor cows having sex, because they'll get really confused now. All right, because they'll get fed an hour later. So
but as Cray Ray said, the cows go off the milk.
Yeah.
Or the milk goes off in the cows.
yeah, that's it.
Oh.
See, I'm with him, 100%. We need that extra hour for the cows. We need them to root. I'm not sure if you've watched cow porn, but
I'm sure you have.
be surprised what I've watched.
No, I wouldn't.
But I tell you what, the cows don't look at their watches and say, "Oh shit, better get me down to the milking shed."
It's
because
root time.
It's 5 minutes too.
Oh, they got phones.
Yeah, it's sexy
Go
time.
check those.
And they can't use the touch screen.
Oh, yeah.
That's an utter disgrace.
Yeah.
Daylight savings time. All right, vote. Who keeps it? Who's keeping it? All right,
Oh, I don't care.
piss it off
I
then.
really don't care.
No, I don't care either.
I just don't like the idea of having to change the clock.
Yeah, I hate
You
it
don't
too.
have to. You change the clock in the car, on the microwave.
That's all.
Yeah, you don't have to change any.
I don't like the idea of having to figure out whether I'm sleeping in or getting ripped off an hour's sleep. It happens twice a fucking year and I don't know.
You lose it this time around. All right, there it is. That was our.
Off.
That was.
And can better all be on my weekend off as well.
Why are you going it?
Oh,
Look back.
Oh yeah. So all right, cool. No, that's all right then. All right. That's our discussions. That how it works. We will do another discussion again in the next couple of weeks or two. If you want to have a subject thrown in for discussion, quite simply get in contact with us. Let us know what discussions you would like to have here on the Nightcap. Let's go to our first song, and then when we come back, let's do the old-fashioned question time.
Ooh, let's.
Woo! We'll be back. Don't go nowhere. Just don't, right? I've told all of you. Chill.
You and I in a little toy shop, buy a bag of balloons with the money we've got, set them free at the break of dawn, till one by one they were gone. Back at base, box in the software, flash the message, something's out there, floating in the summer sky, 99 red balloons go by.
Welcome to the Nightcap Question Time. Question Time.
No, ladies and gentlemen, it is of course the Nightcap. We are doing question number 1 for you. Now, I've been to videos from the songs without any cutting and shaking, but for whatever reason, bloody YouTube isn't a big fan of our system, and I don't know why it does that. So Tech Division's going to have a look for us, and we'll figure out. So next week's show, we know if we can get it to the same quality as what you would have seen on Facebook. But right now, this is a very important thing, because right now we are doing the Nightcap Question Time. Now, if you are new to the program, this is how it's going to work. On the Nightcap Nation Facebook page, which is there. Join now. Yeah. Ukraine, what? Anyway.
I just got it.
Yay!
Well, that's the answer to question 1.
Oh, yeah.
Huh? Anyway, on the Nightcap
I've had a
Nation
big
page.
crane in my way this week several times, like a giant crane.
Thanks very much.
I saw it from here, actually.
You probably could. It's that big.
Yeah, I know.
It's that big. It's in my way. Yep.
Anyway, on the Nightcap Nation page, there's questions 1, 2, and
3
on the board that have been up for a great amount of time this week. The great people, wonderful, brilliant, relatively pretty. Some, some are all right, you know what I mean, have answered the questions throughout the course of today and yesterday and the day before that and pretty much up until last week. Now, here on the show, I will ask the questions one by one. The great, beautiful people in that part of the studio will also chime in by using their names as buzzers in order to buzz in. I then will award a series of points. The person with the most points... Jesus! The person with the most points at the end of all 3 rounds...
The light go changed different.
Oh, did I?
Yeah. It went red.
Red
Ooh,
light.
Red run.
You can...
The speaker responded.
I'm
microphone, sorry. That thing.
I'm gonna
It goes in.
I'm just tickling me belts. You can grab my belts if you want. You can grab my belts while you're on my deck. You can trade your points in and get the prestigious Question Time Championship belt. You can donate your points to charity. You can donate your points to anyone that you want. You can trade your points with one another if you want. And, ladies and gentlemen, it will keep us all in the know as well. Sometimes, just sometimes, I'll award points to the people out there in the Nightcap Nation, especially if they're in the chat, or they've answered the questions themselves. Sometimes I give prizes away. Who goddamn knows, right? There's just so many things that could... $100. We're giving away that $100 to every single person that sends in tonight's catchphrase to the post office box that we gave out earlier today. So hopefully you're paying attention. You wrote down the address. You send in the answer. We will send you legit $100 note, a real $100 note to each and every one of you that sends it through. It's a real thing. We didn't make that up at all. So after all that, we will then read what the nation had to say. You might hear a double ding means an answer has been accepted, and we're just going to keep on trolling through like we are waiting for the Queen to die and take her spot. Or you might hear this. Oh, and like a seatbelt in a Mercedes in France, you should have probably paid attention to that.
Responsibly.
Yeah, goodbye, England's rose. Anyway, so... Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and children of all ages, are you ready to play? Question time.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I was going to do it anyway. Don't care.
Question 1. Question 1.
Jeez, we're good at this. All right, here we go. Question number 1. This is a really important one. This is a pretty damn good question, this one. This is what you'd expect out of a question. It's got a question mark at the end, and a capital letter at the beginning.
No.
Here we go.
Oh.
What is something... Yeah, and there's a comma in there too. What's something you were totally oblivious to? Oh, there's a word for you. Oblivious to.
I
Until
was waiting for you to pronounce that. I was expecting oblivious.
oblivious. Until someone pointed it out to you.
Parking.
Parking. What? I haven't written down the scorecard.
Until it was mentioned to me, I never realised that people actually gave a shit about things that are on the news.
Ah, yeah.
Like Harry and Meghan or whatever they are, and fucking, people believe the weather bitch or whatever her name is, the bitch. What's she called? Jane. Yeah. People actually believe that shit. It's hilarious.
I don't trust the way that.
There's a thing on the news tonight about, coffee's great for you. You know what they'll be saying in a week and a half when they know we've all forgotten it? Coffee, don't drink it.
Remember when eggs were good and then eggs became bad and then they became good again? Fuck, which one is it? Which one am I supposed to? Am I supposed to eat eggs?
Red wine.
Yeah.
Chocolate and red wine, that was another one, yeah.
I wonder if that silly man's got his 1,000 goals yet.
I don't know, but you didn't click on the bunnies, so I don't know how they're going.
Yeah, they're winning.
Oh, good.
Yeah, 18-10. Bunnings way.
Yeah,
Swans
no,
75.
Yeah.
Was it the Swans 75 or
Yeah,
76-45?
No, Roosters.
All right, I'm going to give you some points. Secret Agent Ness, apart from the obvious, what were you oblivious to until it was pointed out to you, apart from tonight's title?
Uh-huh. There's plenty of shit. I can't even think of an answer because there is plenty of shit that I am oblivious to. Do you want me to get an answer for this question?
If you got one.
I think that's it.
I'm not taking early points late here, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to give you some sponsorship points that you've had saved up previously that I've kept in this drawer over here. All right. Look, you only get the sponsored points, once every time I remember them. Okay.
Thanks.
This is why I've never got them. Yeah, I'm with you guys. I like movies too.
Who doesn't? Honestly, come here. Shall we see what the nation found out?
Had to say.
Let's do it. Let's press the buttons. Make the buttons go ding. Make the buttons
Question one. Question one.
Here we go.
Good on you, Craig.
And what's something you were totally oblivious to until someone pointed it out to you? Old Kimatron. Just 2 days ago, I said to her, since I've been married to her, I've noticed things that I've never noticed before, like the sun setting majestically over the beach, the dew of the morning sun waking up the grass, stop signs. There's been all these great things that I've seen. I wish I could take credit for that joke, but I just can't. Because it's such a well-written joke that I didn't come up with it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it came from The Naked Gun, in case anyone has heard that previously. Frank Drebin, great character, very quotable.
Frank Drebin.
Yeah. Dre Ray reckons when people are saying that they couldn't be asked to do something, she honestly thought they were saying they couldn't be asked, as in I can't be bothered asking you the question.
Yeah, I can see how that could happen. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a huge thing. There was words that I used to be, well, pretty much all the words I'm pretty confused with these days.
Like Star Trek and 8 tracks.
But yeah, that's a big one.
They call it Star Trek and 8 tracks.
Yeah. I get very confused.
And you also have backflashes, not flashbacks.
Flashbacks, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that I mishear or I misunderstand. My old man, and I've been doing this lately as well, if he misunderstands something that you say, he will repeat it back to you of what he heard. And over time, I've just gone, you're spot on, Dad. That's exactly what I said. Right, okay, we need to go out and move the mower. He goes, what do you mean you're coming around tomorrow? I go, yep, no, that's exactly what I said, Dad. Yep, I'm coming around tomorrow, despite the fact that I'm here currently. Yep, that's exactly what I said. Or he'll make it up, something stupid like, what do you mean you're going to Tumbarumba? Go, yep, that's exactly what I said, Dad. Heading off to Tumbarumba. You got it in one, because that's exactly what's
it's
outside.
quicker not to argue, isn't it?
Yeah. But I've been doing that lately too. Like, Kim and Trump will go, "Would you like a coffee?" And I'll be like, "I don't even eat toffee. Why would I fucking want toffee?" You know that I haven't got great teeth, and that would be the end of it. Coffee, you fucking idiot. Yeah, well, yeah, okay, right. I'll have that.
Yeah, yes, please.
Yeah, in that case, yes, I would.
Yeah, all right.
Esquire reckons that one of his teachers at high school had one hand, and it took him 4 years to notice. Jeepers, 4 years to notice. When I meet someone, immediately I look for their weakness in case I need to use it later.
Oh, the teacher might have had great boobies.
Yeah, well, yeah. Oh, I heard that he did work out, so
Yeah, well, thanks, man.
4 years, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
4 years.
It's like the 40 minutes or so, hour.
Yeah.
That it took me to realise what the
What the show was called.
crane.
What
the hell am I doing here?
I just assumed she was left-handed.
I'm gonna give Esquire. I'm gonna give Esquire a couple of points there.
Yeah, do it.
All right, that's a pretty good one. I worked with a guy that had 4 fingers. He had lost his middle finger. So he looked like a Simpsons character. And it took me a few weeks to figure that out, because I'd always like, yeah, it goes 5. And he goes, no, I'll give you 4. And I never picked up on the joke. And then one day I went, hang on a minute, you look like a Simpsons character. Look at you.
Yeah. I worked with a guy whose thumbs were finger length.
Wow, that would be weird.
Handshakes really unusual.
Yeah, I could imagine. Imagine him.
Yeah.
Imagine him, bloody, doing the 2 and the pink one and the stink. Fucking bam. You had to pick your nose while he's
Gang sign.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if he had an extra
An extra joint.
Extra joint in there,
I
yeah.
think he did. It was fucking weird.
I had a friend, Shauna.
6 fingers. Well, 4 fingers, 5 fingers, and 1 thumb, and they took his thumb off.
Maybe. I don't know. It was just handshakes felt weird, and I never really worked it out. And then someone said, "Oh, you're shaking hands. Isn't it weird because that bullshit fucking extra long thumb he's got?" Oh, is that it?
Here's an interesting.
I'm pretty sure that polydactylism is the most common birth defect. Yeah. That's too many fingers for you, Captain. Polydactylism.
Polydactylism. I knew that. Knew that. Yeah. Anti-pteroculism. Yeah. We don't want we don't want any pterodactyls. Fuck them.
Yeah,
especially
right, extinctified.
Yeah. Who's higher on the food chain now? Stupid bird.
Yeah.
I got swooped by a magpie the other day. I think my truce with the birds are officially off. Even worse. No, this is legit. This is like, get your fucking scorecards out. You're not going to believe this. This is how I know the truths that I had with the birds are fucking gone, right? I'm sitting at the front of Campbell's school, and here's this crow, right? And I'm normally all right with crows. I got my window down, and the crow's got his wing out like this. Oh, fucking, what a shit day, right? And I'm looking down at the crow going, oh, you poor little bugger, you got a broken wing. And he's like, yeah, fucking broken wing, mate. He's fucking just walking along. And then he's walked over to the car. I'm like, oh, you poor little bugger, you want me to look after you or something? And I kept coming over the car, and all of a sudden he was under the car view. So I've opened the door, and he's sort of looking at me like, oh, fucking follow us over here, mate. I'm like, all right. So I followed him behind the car where he's totaled, thinking, I've got to catch him and fix him. I get around the back of my car. There's a second fucking crow, and they both go, ah! And fly off. That is a fucking true story. And I thought, fuck you, you guys were going to mug me. He's done the old what's his name, Ted
Bundy.
Ted Bundy. He's done that. Oh, fucking me arm. Come over here. Please. Yeah, come give us a hand at the back of the car. Fucking bam. Like they did. So I honestly thought these birds are gonna fucking mug me. They flew off together. I'm like, that little bastard.
Oh, shocking,
I only ate one of their eggs. Jesus. This is a good one from Jaded Girl. That
This took me ages to read in English.
yeah, because it's French. Vous
No,
Kayler.
it took me ages to understand because she opens the quotation mark and never finishes it. And then I've got no
That's
idea.
where I got lost and then had to reread it.
Yeah, I had to
Yeah.
I had
That's
to
okay.
have a couple of goes at it, but I understand it now.
Où vous say mais si so something or other.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce
Ce
soir?
Ce soir, yeah, that's it. Which is, do you want to sleep with me tonight in Lady Marmalade? No, the language is French,
In
actually.
Lady Marmalade, that was the bit that got me.
Yeah, I don't know what language they speak at Lady Marmalade.
Josh likes mum. The captain likes marmalade.
I do love me marmalade. I like that's where that's actually probably my best export to Lady Marmalade. I have to send truckloads of the shit. I don't even know where they are. I naturally assume they're next to the Solomon Islands, but they're not. So I don't know where the packages go. I just write Lady Marmalade on the top, and post tax go from there. They know what they're doing. That's their job.
Yep.
Kanga Camper reckons it's Rowdy being a narc. Mate, that guy has got more poison running in his system than most Colombians working round the clock crushing cocaine. Right? I've seen the videos of them doing their Zumba. You ever seen? Oh yeah. Have you ever seen the videos of the of the cocaine stompers and they're fucking high up their tree? And it's like they're just doing Zumba. You could put thrash metal behind them and it will fucking work. Just having the time of their lives. What a job. What perks. Yeah, the hours are shit, but the perks. Woo-hoo. I can see through time.
Oh, yes. Pakistan at 138. I don't think they're going to make it.
No.
There's numbers going on
Yeah,
there.
but you've been talking about
flags.
Wagga before, which is just as interesting to me.
Carrera reckons your feet contain 1/4 of the bones in your body. This is true. Yeah.
Yep.
200. No, I can't quite remember. It was 130 or 135 bones in your foot.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, more than a quarter.
And you know the one that hurts the most? Fucking that one. The really big one. That's my Achilles heel. Actually, no, hang on. That's my Achilles heel. That's my big toe. But because of the way that my body's designed and the way that all the bloody discs and stuff, if I tap my toe on anything, it's like a bullet firing into my back, and it just drops me wherever I stand. So if you ever want to knock me down, face me face to face and just step on my toe, and that's it. Victory is yours.
Bring it.
Yeah.
Cool. What are you doing in the room? Oh, sorry.
Victory will be yours. This is an interesting one from the Fisherman. I didn't know about this one either. Mars bars are actually made here on Earth. Mind blowing.
What?
I know they're called Earth bars over there.
Yeah, well, but
Or home bars,
yeah,
maybe.
The ones on Mars. If you two have your way, it'll be all covered in rubbish. Smell.
No, look, I'm going to go back on something. I don't mind trashing this planet because I know when we get to another planet, we're going to trash that motherfucker too, right? So there is 9 planets that we can fuck with before we need to start making new plans.
Oh. Yeah, that we know of so far-ish.
Yeah. All right. So we've got at least 9. We've got at least 9 attempts at this before we have to think of something new, right? We've got 9 planets we can fuck with.
There are the little mini planets as well.
Yeah, that's right. There are a couple of little dwarf planets and stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
That's like Dre Ray. She has a long second toe, and that's her Achilles heel. No, it's a middle toe. We just covered this. Are you not paying attention, Dre Ray? The captain says, period. Fair enough. Hotel.
Or a full stop.
Or a full stop.
Australian.
Yeah.
Period would be a different colour.
You should see me when. That's why I always get confused when I hear about Van Gogh's blue period. I'm like, whoa, that guy needs to see a lot of doctors.
Yeah, you ought to get the doctor.
A lot of them. There is a few things wrong with that statement.
Yeah.
Anyway, the hotel reckons the Iron Sheik is God and Hulk Hogan is a jabroni racist piece of shit, no good motherfucker. Yeah, that's fairly accurate.
And he was oblivious to this?
Well, the whole
For a long time, apparently.
look, Hotel took his vitamins, ate his veggies exactly like Hulk said, and then Hulk said, now what you got to do is defund the police and pick on the minorities, and that's what he's going, hang on a minute. Hold up.
And leaked his own sex tape.
Yeah. Look,
Not the only one.
who hasn't got a racist sex tape out there somewhere?
Lovely.
Who hasn't got a racist sex tape on the internet? I mean, come on. All of us have them.
Yeah. Dry race drink looks nice.
It does look nice. Kimatron, the thing that she was completely oblivious to was the nightcap. This guy that was stalking her told her that he had a radio show. He certainly did.
Oh.
You should see how that story ends. It's with a blowjob.
Yeah. I know, I heard about that early one morning.
I was pretty excited.
Yeah, you still owe me, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. I remember, don't you worry. That was the same day I got beat up by the first bird that I knew. That was when that bloody Indian miner kicked the shit out of me.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. That's how I remember that. Kicked the absolute fucking piss out of me, that bird.
I know. I heard all about it.
Did you know about that, Secret Agent? I actually had to pull my baton, my security baton, off my belt, extend it, and swing it around my fucking head because this bird was going for the eyes. I'm like, get the fuck away from me, you stupid thing.
Yeah.
And all that happened was I walked along this little path and down those side road, and this bird sitting in the tree at eye level. And I remember saying to Nick, going, this bird's looking at me. I think he's going to go me. And Nick goes, he's a fucking bird. He's not going to go. Oh, shit! Help! 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 Call the police! Security down! Security down!
Get the air wing.
Laying on the floor, getting my ribs kicked in by a pigeon. I felt sorry for whoever was walking past because all they could see was this crazy guy in a security uniform with a baton going, whoa! Like I just snorted a whole bunch of bath salts. But, it was Baroni.
We've all been in that situation.
Who hasn't been attacked by a bird on the way to work? There's still time. All right, that's question one done. What do you say we go to a bit of a break, and then when we come back, let's do question two, because question two is a bit of a quick one. There's not many answers. Let's lump right into it. It's going to be good. Don't go nowhere. Stay where you are. And if you don't stay where you are, make sure you're touching someone that you love. If you can't do that, touch yourself. We'll love you.
Is someone there? I can assure you that this is not in the least bit amusing. Good Lord. Stop.
Question 2. 2.
Oh, thank you, Killer Mr. DJ. Have
I'm out.
you made peace with your gods? Yes, I'm timing out.
Oh, Guinness, you good girl.
I needed to know what a snuffle garden was.
And it's
Oh.
beautiful.
And now we know. Oh,
That is cool.
Oh, that's lovely.
I want a snuffle
Yeah.
garden.
yeah.
I want a snuffle garden. Make me a snuffle garden.
Yeah. Beautiful.
That is gorgeous.
You're beautiful too, Guinness. We love you. You're
She's a good girl. Again, big hello to each and every one of you. Wonderful people that are watching us either live or on replay. We do thank each and every one of you.
Yeah.
We are back on YouTube. There is a few more bugs to work out of why we have success on YouTube, but not. Oh, sorry, success streaming wise on Facebook, but for some reason we get a bit glitchy on YouTube. It's obviously a setting that I haven't clicked correctly. So next show, hopefully we'll have those little kinks worked out. So thank you for putting up with it. I know that glitchy screens and stuff can get annoying, but you got the sound at least, so that's a good start. Quit your complaining. Shut up. Here we go. Question number 2. Hands on each other's buzzers just for the fun of it. What is the strangest thing you have learned about a co-worker?
Parking Nick.
Parking Nick?
You said to put your hand on each other's buzzers.
Yeah.
Oh, so, God. I was about to
So
get
I
lucky.
keep Parking Nick.
I'm going to give it to you, Secret Agent. What have you got?
Oh.
Because apparently Parking Nick's giving it to you right now. So.
Many strange things about people I've worked with.
Yeah.
But I have to admit that it was only yesterday I found out that a co-worker does think that Brett Sutton is a little bit sexy.
Oh.
Here I have prepared.
Which freak
Wow.
you work with that?
Yeah.
I reckon I'd make a good health
He's
minister.
he's our chief health officer here in the Republic of Victoria.
Oh, look at that. He's got the silver
I'd say
fox look.
number 4 on the
The fuckable scale.
lying bullshit scale.
The allowment into the caves of glory. Yeah.
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 The penetration pill, as it's referred to as sometimes.
Yeah. And one of my co-workers yesterday.
I'm the only one
said
that thinks that.
Do you think he's a bit sexy? I'm like, absolutely not.
Not even slightly.
Because we because we happen to
Ray,
sell
Ray, stop it.
I'll watch that video.
a dining range by the name of Sutton at work. And I said I wouldn't be able to eat from it because she was saying, the cups
Isn't it-
were nice and things like that. And I said, yeah, it looks nice, but I wouldn't be able to eat from it because it would make me vomit.
Isn't there Sutton sheets?
Well, maybe.
I could be getting confused with Saturn.
People, had Brett Sutton doona covers and stuff like that.
Yeah, baby.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, I tell you who would have a fucking Brett Sutton doing a cover, and that's Master Jedi Senate. He loves shit like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Imagine
But,
having sex on
I
that
think
bed.
That has got to be, above all, the strangest thing I've ever heard.
That's odd.
I'll quickly jump in on behalf of someone in the Nightcap Nation who does not want to be named, let alone where this person works. But their answer simply was they had a phone call and said, "Hey, just to let you know, staff member only on their COVID test came back with just a faint line, so you should be okay. So I will see you at 9." No, you won't.
Yeah.
Fairly.
Well, if you don't get tested, you don't have it.
Yeah, exactly right. That's my motto. If I don't see it, I don't have it.
It's a
Yeah.
lot of people's motto right now.
Yeah.
Bloody
It's
hell.
over.
Where-
It's over.
It's done.
Over.
Yeah.
We actually have to test the kids twice weekly in order to keep up with the school rules, and that's both schools, which is strange. Meanwhile, I'm there just licking fucking door handles because that's my jam.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it's my handle. The jams are a completely different story. I do that when there's no one around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's dangerous if anyone's around.
Yeah. Well, they could open the door, tongue gets jammed again.
Oh, final sports ball. looks like the Rabbitohs have had a win.
The balling of the sport.
I'm a Storm guy, but yeah.
Sport is a sport.
Pretty
All right, parking. You're not going to believe this, but I was reading this in the school newsletter the other day, and they said you're next.
Oh, okay. Well, apart from the previously mentioned guy who had finger-length thumbs.
His finger licking good.
Yeah. In my first place of employment, the staff was fairly large, but there was a girl that I worked relatively closely with who was there on Friday. She was quite a nice girl. Wasn't there on Monday, and the boss got us all together and said she won't be in for the foreseeable future. She's currently in the cells under arrest and charged with conspiracy to commit murder.
Yeah.
Of her own father.
Oh, not so yeah.
Hmm.
That's an interesting one. I had a security officer that didn't turn up to work for that exact reason, except for he succeeded in killing his housemate.
Oh, well done.
Yeah, because I remember
Right.
he was so reliable, like 100% reliable. Didn't turn up for work one day. We even had him as an on-road supervisor. I'm like, this isn't right. He's normally pretty good. Yeah. So I sent out other road supervisors to go to his house, find out what the fuck's going on. He goes, oh, I can't get in. Well, why is that? The police are here. So, but what's happened? He battered his housemate to death with a baseball bat. I said, well, shit. Get his uniform.
Yeah,
he's not
for that.
Yeah, he's not going to need it for a while, and I don't want people to associate the great name of Wilson Security with death. Wilson Security. Our guards are 100% alive.
Yeah, most of them.
Yeah, a lot of them are brain dead, but technically pulse.
Yeah.
All right. Let's jump into it. What is the strangest thing you have learned about a co-worker leading the charge? It's the greatest man, the fisherman. Who was in Wagga recently.
I love the fisherman.
He reckons a former co-worker of his used to sit in the toilets and drink sachets of wine. They had sashes hidden in the stationery cupboard until they got caught.
Oh, fair dinkum.
Yeah, no, I used to work in hospitality, so.
Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah. I knew of an employee who would take really long toilet breaks, and I wasn't the boss, but the boss found him one day, and then they came out, and I said, "What took you so long?" He goes, "I wanted to see how long I could be in the toilet before someone came looking for me." 45 minutes is the new record.
Oh, yeah.
45 minutes is the new record. Previous record was 15. He smashed it out to 45. It's a personal best.
Yeah.
we all do our best to strive for success. This guy's living it. So I'm like, that's a fucking great idea. Why didn't I think of this?
Yeah. Dates, cry.
I don't understand these dates. I like it. This is an interesting one. Miss Tennant. I tend it to you.
This is a sad one.
Yeah, but it's pretty standard for this industry. During wrestling training, a trainer abused and was nasty towards her, calling her the C word quite regularly.
That's terrible.
That's the industry. You're allowed to be a pedo rapist and still own a company. It's amazing. The captain reckons full stop. That's a fucking great answer. I'm going to give the captain some points. How fucking good is that answer? That's 2 for 2, that bloke.
I don't even know who's going to win.
Kimatron, her boss, said that she had gotten a genital piercing. She didn't really need to know that, let alone the PowerPoint demonstration that was set up previous.
Yeah, no. Well,
Yeah.
you missed Cray Ray's answer.
Yeah, you did.
Oh!
Yeah, no, I've had several co-workers show me piercings before.
Yeah.
Really? Much, isn't it?
I used to, everyone knows I've worked in the sex industry for quite a long time. When I was first starting out, I used to go to Sensations in Canberra and work the door and the girls' security and stuff there. And I remember walking in one day as a patron, wasn't even there to work, it's just, that's where my friends were. And I walk in and this young girl, Josh, and dead set both fucking legs into the sky like she had been taking a headshot from a sniper, just full poof. Look what I got! with like a double finger point. Like, look at this. And all I could see was the glowing orb of which she had attached to her genitals. And I'm like, that's pretty. That is pretty.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Let me,
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot my glasses. Let's just have a bit of a, yeah, I see what you've, new vagina smell too, I can see. Yeah, it's lovely. It's a poor
What have
man.
you done with your lips, darling?
Here's something that people that were totally oblivious to until they had to figure it out for themselves. He's a member of the Nightcap Nation as well. Kane is what he goes by, but when he was a young apprentice, he was going to go on a date with a young Asian lady, and like every good Australian, we made sure he knew the truth before he dated that young Asian lady and said, you just remember, mate, that those Asian girls, the reason that people want to have sex with them all the time is their vaginas are different ways. They're sideways instead of up and down. That's not racist, is it? Something wrong?
Yeah.
No, that's fine. Okay, no, he's all right with it. He thought it was true too, poor bugger. Cray-ray! That they were a pedophile, and they also voted for Labor. I'm not sure which one's worse.
I know, both are capital offences.
Both are punishable by prison these days.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Although he's
the election.
Yeah, well, this is true. Or they could just have an action-packed wrestling company, I suppose.
No.
I'm a bit sour about that, you reckon? I reckon that's a bit of a bee in my bonnet.
Yeah, I reckon it might be.
Esquire.
Hey, Captain, where's your bell?
Oh, fuck you. Because I went to ding this bell and then I realised what you meant.
Yeah.
Where is it? Probably in the hands of a disgusting pedophile rapist. Apart from that, no idea. Probably in Geelong.
Anyhow.
You know that old Geelong wrestling company? Yeah.
What's their political leaning?
Yeah, fucking Labor, no doubt.
Green, I'd say.
Well, why don't we text one of the kids and find out? Show me on the doll where Labor touched you. Esquire reckons that they're super young and they don't get any of his 90 references. I know, it's terrible. I hate that about the youth.
How do you get to my age?
I have to admit, I went into Esquire's work, and there was a young fellow there. He's 21 or whatever. Freebird. He's about 90 foot tall, big fella. And I was talking about why rocket fuel, was started to sort of get off the radar a bit. He didn't know what rocket fuel was, and I'm like, dude, what? How could you know what rocket fuel is? And I almost lost me nana. I've got, I'll go and make it for you. You have no idea what you're missing out on, right? I said, have we even worked out ways to get around the Epicac? Right? You run it through bread. We're not stupid. We figured this out. He's like, I don't understand. I said, because you've never drank it. Us kids had to work hard for our metho. Just can't give it away willy-nilly. Do you know how much it costs for a bottle of orange juice and metho and a loaf of bread?
Yeah.
The bread was the most expensive thing we could buy. Then you couldn't even eat the bread because it was full of Epicac. Now, I didn't tell everyone how to make it, but if you're smart, you can figure it out. Cray-Ray's worked with two convicted, people that ended up being convicted pedos. Jesus.
Yeah.
Maybe he turns them.
Maybe it's his youthful ass that gives it away.
Maybe working with Cray-Ray makes you think, geez.
Well, he has been working at pedo.
Maybe normality's not for me.
Yeah, maybe give up the job of baby bunting and find something new.
Yeah.
I'll walk around baby bunting. Can I help you, sir? No, just looking. Oh, well, how old's the young one? I don't know yet.
Yeah, don't know, but where's the lingerie section?
Where's the chains and stuff? You got to sell that here, or was that a different special order? Now, I can't afford a warehouse. Do you think the child would be okay in the storage container or unit?
Yeah.
What sort of ventilation have you guys got?
Oh, good idea.
What kind of ventilation has this unit got? I don't want him dead. I don't want a murder charge. I'm not a sicko.
I'm not afraid.
And Crowray's finish up with Esquire as well, saying that they're all super young and don't get any of his 80s references he makes. AIDS were big in the 80s.
Yeah.
I kind of missed the 80s.
They miss you too.
Like I can't remember any of that.
You weren't there for most of them. Let's go to a quick break, come back, and we'll smash out question number 3. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Just stay where you are. Put your hands on your heads, and just chill. Why not? That's it. Good.
Closer than it's ever got. The sky's polluted, it's raining crud, pandemonium throughout the hood. Every hour the planet shakes, buildings collapse from the earthquakes. Freeways are packed, horns are blowing, nobody really knowing where the fuck they're going. Tidal waves swallowing the shores, coffins pushing up through your floors. It's suddenly freezing, we fall to pieces. Pray for Allah and call to Jesus. Some stay home and hold their wives, others flip out and end their lives. Me, I climb the roof of my house, spread my arms out and sing. Walking along my path, the city is morphed into a bloodbath. Some are looting, others shooting. The devil's in the sky and he's recruiting. Tornadoes twisting through downtown, throwing buses and trucks around. It's snowing, hailing and burning up. I rock my headphones and turn them up. Folks dying, crying, dead and crawling. Run to the church, can't fit them all in. Watch the groundscape crack in half. A bottomless pit down Gratiot Ave. Some stay home and welcome death. Appreciate each additional breath. Me, I climb the roof of my house, spread my arms out and sing. Fucking fall from the sky. Death with no clue when or why. The sun explodes and we absorb it. Our planet spins right out of orbit. Aliens show up and eat mankind. A virus spreads with no cure to find. God has had enough of our shit. A nuclear war breaks out and that's it. To be on this planet, living your life and see it all in.
Oh, here we go, and here we go. It is indeed question time. It is question 3 time. Yeah, we got there. We got there. We got to question 3. Here we go. Fast game's real game. Here we go. You're not going to believe it because it seems like
by the way.
Hey? Say again?
It's my favourite ice piece.
Oh, it's great. It fitted what's going on around the world at the moment. So thought I'd chuck that in there.
Yeah, and polluting the sky.
But most
Yeah.
of Africa's been at war for the last 20 years, and no one's given a rat's ass about that.
Yeah, and
Exactly. What's going on around the world at the moment?
I was talking about the ice shortage. But all right. Yeah. Polar bears are having to fucking adapt. Like, fuck, now we have to learn to swim. I'm like, well, what's the problem then? Polar bears can swim. I've seen them at the zoo. You fucking whinging. What are the polar bears doing to stop the ice from fucking melting, apart from fucking on it?
Well, my question about the polar bears is this. They're actually brown bears, which moved further north
They've
and
got
adapted.
privilege.
No.
Got
adapted
privilege. Got the right to
their
vote.
environment. Like Darwin theory.
Yeah.
So if there's less ice, can they adapt back like Darwin theory?
Yeah, they're gonna turn into fish. Reverse engineering. They're gonna turn up being these hairy motherfucking fish. Anyway, chuck it. Look, I've seen the docos. Chuck them a can of Coke or a Bundy rum. They're fucking happy. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the life of the party.
Yeah, exactly. I've seen.
Or tampons. Look at all the girls on the tampon ads. They're always happy.
Yeah, doing riding horses and. I would pay good money.
Any happy woman who's at the beach. Yeah.
Yeah, I would pay good money to see a polar bear ride a horse. like good money.
You and horses. Just stop it.
I didn't mean that kind of riding.
All right, I have to report you again.
There might be other forms of things that they could ride. Anyway, all right, let's move on. Question number 3. Here we go. What is something you can't believe is a real thing?
Parking.
Go for it.
So-called reality TV.
Oh yeah, that's a big
I
one.
can't believe anyone has enough of their life to waste on that shit. To actually, I mean, the whole point of it is so you can sit around in your comfy clothes, eating chips and drinking red wine, and judge other people. That's all it's for.
Mm-hmm. I like watching the cooking.
I don't get the whole voyeurism shit about it. I just don't.
Okay.
And I can't stand any of it.
I used to watch The Biggest Loser whilst eating like a pasta. Go fucking look at that bastard. He's no fucking way. Come on, mate. Or I watched, Ninja Warrior going, he fucked that up, didn't he? Look at him.
Wants his money.
Well, if
wants his money.
if that was the phrase that people were wanting to hear, don't forget, send in your answers to that postbox we spoke about earlier, and you will receive your money.
Absolutely.
This is a real thing. I told you.
Absolutely.
I told everybody. It's real. 100% real.
Reality TV. I can't believe anyone's got enough of their life to throw away watching that shit.
Yeah, I'm with
I
you.
don't know. I watched a whole series of a reality TV show this week called Is It Cake?
Oh, no.
Bakers.
No, but those were people who actually had skill.
Yeah.
I'm talking about all the other
And there was cake.
dross.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
There was cake.
That,
I like cake.
that polar bear's wearing a gas
Oh,
mask,
yeah.
by the way. Just want to go back to that. Yeah.
And there are people feet.
Yeah.
Ray wants the NFT for it.
Makes a lot of sense. Not fucking time, isn't that what that is?
I'll tell it to you.
Secret Agent S, according to this polar bear that was, I don't know, he was drowning and making a lot of funny noises. You're next.
He was busy adapting or dying.
That's it. Live or die, bitch. Live or
Get along
die.
with life, adapt or die. Flat earthers.
Yeah, I can't believe that's the thing either.
Apparently, this whole concept is growing.
Yeah,
That is just bullshit.
yeah.
Yeah, and Crayro's right. Like NFTs, they're fucking shit too.
Yeah. I can't believe that. I can't believe cryptocurrency is a thing.
Flat earthers buy NFTs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I'm going to quickly throw one out, and that is, I can't believe the person that was in charge before Vladimir Putin was a guy called Boris Johnson, and he was so fucking fun to watch. The only thing that guy invaded was a fucking liquor cabinet.
Boris Johnson's the.
Oh no, Boris Yeltsin.
Former mayor of London.
Boris Yeltsin. That guy was fun to watch. Why can't all prime ministers and premiers and shit be that. That's awesome. Every world leader needs to get drunk and sort out their shit.
Yeah.
You go and ask Boris if he wanted to invade another country. He'd be, hey, what the fuck, hey, because he's Italian apparently. And
They got vodka.
the only thing that guy ever invaded was the liquor cabinet. Yeah. That was the thing about it.
Australia won the cricket.
When he put together his cabinet, it just came from IKEA, and that was just to store his bottles.
No.
It's not even a cabinet in this room. That's what I don't like about attending cabinet meetings. It's not even one in here. I don't need to learn how to make it. Where you guys want
never any produce at the production meetings either.
what do you guys want to do with your points?
Oh,
Okay.
You're keeping yours? Secret Agent S?
no. Do you want me to answer that question?
Oh, yeah, what's your answer? Sorry.
No, I have.
Yeah,
Flat Earthers.
Flat Earthers, yeah.
Flat Earthers.
All right, what would you like to do with your
You
points?
want me to answer the question about what I don't even know. Oh, you know what? You can make them into a cake for me.
Right, done. All right, adding up the scores, both of you are on 2.6 million.
And Lance Franklin apparently kicked 1,000 goals tonight.
Oh, good on him.
No, I think he kicked the last of 1,000 goals tonight.
Yes, yeah. His 1,000th career goal.
Yeah, he's still behind Pele.
Yeah. Both of you got 2.6 million, but because I was playing as well, I've donated my points through to Esquire, who actually wins tonight on 5.8 million points. So well done to you, Esquire.
Hey!
Yeah, I don't know how that. I don't look. There's a very, very complex formula that is used for developing points and stuff.
The formula you use is as complicated as your English.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
I think it might be because he put full stops in there and they look like points.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, and then times that by 3 million. Yeah. All right, let's jump straight in. Miss Tennant can't believe that cults are a real thing. Jesus was probably the first. Yep. You can go from there if you want. Actually, he was the first influencer because, you know, he had 13 followers and went, well, I fucking got this worked out, haven't I?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and it was like the Last Supper is Insta.
Yeah, that was the very first photo of dinner. Going, look what we got. Jesus gave the wine to.
There's 13 of them. Why are they all on one side of the table?
Because they're on benches.
Still staging for Insta, Nick.
They were staging the photo for Insta. Yeah. Take this wine. Jesus got the wine and said to his disciples, "Drink this, for this is my blood." Jesus then broke the bread and said, "Take this and eat, for this is my body." Then Jesus picked up the mayonnaise and everyone went, "No."
Yeah.
Dre reckons the fascination of the Hello Kitty thing. It is everywhere. Parking, this is your wheelhouse.
I'm a Hello Kitty admirer. I can understand the attraction.
I took Nick on a virtual date once.
Yeah.
And I went to the Hello Kitty Cafe in Adelaide.
Yes.
While he was here in Melbourne.
That was the day I nearly crushed my thumb off.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Hello Kitty.
Cat cafes come up further.
Yeah, we'll get that.
Hello Kitty, simple, cute, easy, I admire.
Yeah, Hello Kitty gloves are over there.
Yeah, they are.
No. Whoa. G'day cat gloves. Whoa, Jesus.
Yeah.
That is a copyright lawsuit I am not prepared for. So, g'day cat gloves. Yeah, I'll have to show them off if you get a chance because people haven't seen your G'day Cats live, so you'll have to. Get them ready.
Get them.
All right, I'll do.
Press the time. I'll get them. Keep down.
All right.
Get close.
Esquire reckons the female orgasm. It's a fair point. I can't believe it's a real thing either. Never seen it. It's kind of like the Loch Ness Monster thing. It's there if you believe it's there. It's kind of. What's the word I'm thinking of?
What, you think it's paranormal or supernatural?
Yeah. Like, because Kimatron can do it when I'm not there, but when I'm in the room, I can't see it. So I'm like, I don't think this is real.
Oh, okay. So smoke and mirrors, you reckon?
Yeah, I think it's just something that ladies have just put up going, you know what, this is going to be fun. Let's have this secret thing.
5 o'clock wave.
Yeah, it's the 5 o'clock wave of the female anatomy. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, all right. There they are. G'day, cat. G'day, cat gloves.
Yeah.
They look a lot cleaner than the last time I saw them.
They're still filthy.
Yay! Well, we might have to make a special batch for a giveaway one night, Secret Agent Ness.
Oh, perhaps.
Perhaps,
I
maybe.
accidentally grabbed another beer while I was up.
Oh,
No, I'm still really enjoying this Bundy rum and creamy soda. It's really nice.
I've moved on to
Coffee too.
an unlabelled green juice.
Oh, that looks
Yeah.
disgusting.
Me too.
Yeah. Yeah, Nick thinks
They
it
both
looks
look
like
disgusting.
What do you say?
It's a sick bastard's discharge.
It's got pineapple in it.
All right, Jaded Girl reckons cat cafes.
Pineapple.
She thought her friend was actually lying to her face until she looked it up. Sadly, with her allergies, she's not allowed to actually go there. There you go. This is an interesting one from from Mother Dawn. Russell Morris. We've actually met the guy. He was at the studio one night.
Yeah. Remember his what's his most famous song, Captain?
I am the real.
The Real Thing.
Yes.
What's the question? What's the
What's
question?
Yeah, I'm with you now. I'm with her. Let's go back to the first question of something that I was oblivious to until it was pointed out. Now I know.
Actually, Russell Morris played last weekend in Portsea.
He did. This is an interesting one from Ajax. The abject audacity of Scott Morrison.
I've never seen the word abject before, so I don't know what he means.
No, I'm just going to go. Yeah, of course.
Well, he means abject,
But yeah.
but
Object.
so that
Yeah, the object Scott Morrison.
the opposition to Scott Morrison is paying.
Mm.
Trying to use words I don't know how to use, but never mind.
yeah, that's got my fuck.
Enjoy your life.
Yeah. US Marshal reckons time change. He just went through the spring one and he can't believe that we're still going along with it. This is the whole daylight savings debacle all over again. When US Marshal's out there ploughing the fields, he wants as much daylight as he possibly can because, it gets dark otherwise.
Well, it's harder for the bears to hide.
Exactly. Exactly right. I tell you what, he'd do really well in Ukraine. He's got a big tractor.
Do your work. Then you get up and do your work when the sun's up, and you go to sleep when the sun's not up.
That makes perfect sense. Although up in Michigan, the sun can set as late as 11:30 at night, which is crazy.
Yeah, because it's getting higher up there. Yeah.
I just thought it was sun privilege, but all right, fair enough. I reckon US Marshal will do well in Ukraine, by the way, because he owns a couple of tractors, and from my understanding, that is the best defense against the Russian army I have ever seen. Yeah. Yeah. I sent a message to John Deere going, "This is your opportunity. You've been waiting for this moment for your entire life. Fund the fight in Ukraine. Send them some tractors. Fair income. You've got this one. General John Deere reporting for duty."
Yeah.
Cray Ray reckons the abject stupidity of the Labour voter.
Yeah, and now we see the difference between the two sides of
two sides of the votes. Yeah.
Being involved.
now arrived.
He also reckons social media challenge trends. Yeah, we covered that off earlier today.
Yeah.
Sean,
And I haven't even read the answers.
nah,
That's hilarious.
and they're like, well, what was I frightened of? No one told me that it was going to be this enjoyable. Like I had a feeling, but you guys have cemented it.
Because I got the horse shape.
Esquire reckons that the captain has a list of songs that he won't do a lyric breakdown on. That's right, I do. I do have a.
Oh,
That's true. We've spoken about it on the show. That there's certain songs that, like, you can't do End of the World by R.E.M. The song doesn't make a lick of sense because it's not supposed to.
No.
We Didn't Start the Fire. That song kind of speaks for itself, and there's a lot of things to do with history in there. That's
allegorical.
Yeah, so there's not much we can do with that if we wanted to break it down. And then there's American Pie, which again is one of those allegorical songs where you can't sort of pick and choose from it because it's not designed to tell the story. So there are songs out there that I'd like to, but I just don't think it's workable.
Well, to be honest, if we did a lyric breakdown, say We Didn't Start the Fire, it'd take its whole 2 hours trying to explain every reference in.
Exactly. Maybe that's an offshoot we can do one day, Park and Secret Agent Nest one day, where we can just do a pre-record of breaking down We Didn't Start the Fire, explaining what it was, make some jokes, and then put it online for people to watch. Never know.
How about you two do it? Because I hate the fucking song.
Yeah, all right, done. And yeah, I won't do Treated by Yahoo.
I like singing the choruses, We Set Our Farts on Fire.
It's even better.
Well, that'd go well with that Adele song where she's crying out about her gastro pain. I'm sure that's what she sings.
I also thought Britney Spears always said, "This PMS is killing me," but it's not. It's not what she says at all. The loneliness is what's killing her.
Why don't we do Treaty by Yahoo Yindi?
I don't think I've ever said that we wouldn't do that one.
No, let's do it.
Yeah, that's an open one. That's pretty self-explanatory, but we can have fun with it.
Except the bit where it's not in English.
Yeah, that's going to be a bit difficult.
No idea what that
means. It's got that in it.
Well, yeah.
The local foreign language.
Mm-hmm. Insert foreign language here. Yeah.
No, we're going to have some fun with that.
Well, it's not local. It's probably from NT. So.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, probably Ireland.
Australian, but it's a foreign language.
See, I can.
Yeah, might as well be.
I can speak Wiradjuri, but not fluently. But I can speak a bit of it because I went to school in Wagga where we had Aboriginal coordinators and Aboriginal language and all that sort of stuff. This is the thing. It doesn't matter if it's an Aboriginal backed song. We've been picking on every other country in the world. We're allowed to do it to, Aboriginals as well. That's the idea. Everything can be funny. It's all funny or none of it is. That's my motto. Kimatron reckons Friday night at Freddy's. What the fuck is this shit? Yeah, we didn't know what the fuck this was either. All right, these kids are playing this game. Oh, that is gorgeous. That is probably my favourite photo right there of Esquire with the title. That's bloody good. That's fucking pretty good.
Bloody good.
Yeah, Friday Night at Freddy's is its game designed for, I don't know, pre-teens or whatever, or teens or whatever. They cute little animals that start off really cute and then they turn into these wild fucking creatures late at night. So yeah, it's a strange fucking thing. Hotel reckons Tony Khan's virginity. He owns AEW, and I guarantee he has had more penis and vagina than any of us combined. Guy's rich. The West Baptist Church, yeah, that's a real thing, sadly. Scott Morrison's religious beliefs. Jesus, this fucking goes on for a while. Drama, politics, and bullshit in Victorian wrestling. Yeah. Grown men watching and admiring Little Pony. That one's weird. And Hump Day on a Wednesday. Yeah, well, sometimes you got to schedule it in when you're married. At least if you pick a day, you know that it's coming.
Yeah.
Just come back out of it.
Exactly.
Come back out of it. We got this contract. We all signed it. That, of course, was the end of question 3, which means that it's the end of question time, which means it's time, ladies and gentlemen, with 7 minutes overdue.
Yay!
We did well. Now, before we finish up, tonight's songs were in a theme. I've decided through things that from now on, the 3 or whatever songs we end up to play are going to follow a theme. See if you can work out the theme week by week by week. That one should be relatively easy to sort out of what theme tonight's music was based around. So if you can work that out, that's great. If you don't, no problem.
What were the first and second ones?
The first and second
Are you
song?
gonna give us $100 if you guess it?
No, that's the secret. That was for the secret phrase that was uttered earlier, and you need to have the postbox number and stuff.
Asked.
Yeah,
Ah, right, in that case, I'm not
100
interested.
each.
100 each. Yeah. Chokers 100, love. But yeah, tonight's songs were themed. There was a constant theme through all three songs. See if you can work it out.
What was that mishmash one in the middle called?
That was from Killer Mr. DJ, but there's certain songs that were played in that mash all had the same thing in common.
They've all got the word "it" in them.
Yes, that's it. Spot on. That's exactly the right answer. Bang up. Good work there, Vic Felton. God, no. No, I just wanted to give you that pep, a bit of a pep in your step. Give you that self-confidence that you need.
I do. Yeah.
Oh,
You would have won the points tonight if I paid attention.
You do. Oh, yes, you do.
Who's getting some sex tonight? Who's a good boy? Say the same thing to my dog.
Hey,
I was referring to you being the dog barking.
that's all right then. I can live with that.
Ladies and gentlemen, big thank you to each and every one of you that watch us around this wonderful planet of ours and our intergalactic viewers and watchers as well. Thank you and welcome back to the program hotel. Welcome back to the program, everyone that's watching us on replay and all that sort of stuff. We love you all. Join us again next Friday here on YouTube, where by that stage, hopefully we've figured out the glitchy problems and things will work a lot better. In the far side of the studio, he's, of course, the Lord of Rock and Roll and the King of all that is metal, and who will be constantly checking the postbox for the next week. It's, of course, Parking Nick.
Thank you, Captain. Good evening, nation. Have a lovely week and stuff.
Yeah, all right. I will. Thank you very much for the advice. Right there in the center part of the studio, representing, from what I could possibly work out, a comic improv group. Just by the way she's dressed, she's of course from the Udall and the Crochet Division. It's Secret Agent Ness.
that's me.
That was a well worked out joke, by the way. I was pretty happy with that
Cake
fucking joke.
before. I feel like cake.
I think parking is made from cake. Well, there's a certain part that's made from cake. See if you can find it.
Yeah.
That's your homework for the week.
I will.
Big thank you again to each and every one of you around this wonderful planet of ours. We will see you next Friday again here on YouTube, where we craned what? We're going to leave you with these wonderful passing words which have been handed down from generation upon generation and then sold on the black market to where I got my hands from it, which is simply, you have been the Nightcap Nation. I've been your captain. And until next Friday, the Nightcap, it's a lot better than...
Shouting in the studio!
Good night. Get out of here. Get off my lawn. Bye.